And hey there, Munchie Mafia. So, tonight we are making Clafoutis. I'm kidding. I'm just messing with Derek. And trying to get him to say that all day long. Oh my God, what the hell's going on here? So, I forgot to turn my audio off on my tablet. Let's take a look. I've been messing with Derek all day. So, it's actually pronounced Clafouti. Um, So we got Mama Astorino in here. Hello, Patty. Main Girl, Tiger, Tomahawk, Mark. Main Girl again. I'll say Main Girl again. Hey, girl. Hey. Um, Tiger, Timmy, David Bennett. That's who we've got so far. So I wasn't sure what to do about dinner tonight. And I was at Costco, of course. I'm always at Costco on a Monday. And I decided that there's just too many really cool things to look at. I had at one point a Copper River salmon in my cart and then decided to put it back because realistically, Timmy is not all that fond of salmon. And I was just too much salmon for me. So that went back in the cart. And I decided, you know what? We haven't had pasta in a while. And so I decided, okay, so I'm not going to make scratch made raviolis today. It's kind of one of those days. I'm kind of bummed out. Was in a back and forth with my boss about my vacation. I got to get that resolved tomorrow morning, and I'm freaking tired. I had to go and deal with my tires again today. My back tire was almost completely flat, and you know, went to the chiropractor and had him work on my back, and he was actually kind of ecstatic that my back wasn't in a horrible condition this time around, but I'm a little sore. Um, so we're going to make an Alfredo sauce today from scratch, not out of a jar, from scratch. But the ravioli is not from scratch. Boo hiss, I know, I know. But first off, what we're gonna do is we're going to take care of. Let me move these out of the way. We're gonna take care of these cherries real quick. So these cherries, I am going to try this Pampered Chef cherry pitter one last time before I commit it to garage sale. I think that actually goes down underneath, right? I don't know. I have no freaking clue. Or does that go on top? I don't know how these things work, man. I probably should have kept the. Yeah, that. Okay, we're gonna try something different. So these are my cherries, and people were asking, so what the hell is a clafouti anyway? It's kind of a crustless tart, and it's kind of custardy in the middle, and it's a nice dessert. It's not overly sweet. Okay, so let's try this again. Let's stick the cherries in here, and we're gonna try. Maybe that goes on top. No, can't be. All right, so doink. I should have 4 pits inside. Well, it kind of wants to be 4 pits. All right, so 4 cherries. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to make sure that the pits are taken completely out, or else could break a tooth. We don't want to break a teeth. Timmy doesn't want to break a tooth. He'll be like, nope, I'm done. As soon as he bites into one, he'll be like, nope, I'm done. I don't want it. What? Cherry pits.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, those 4 did it. Why is it working all of a sudden? Maybe it's not so bad. I was actually cussing about the fact that, This cherry pitter wasn't working out for me. That one's a bad one. So, oh my God. There should be 4 in there. Yes, there's 4. Hey, it's working. All right, maybe I'll keep it. Although I kind of like my old one a little better, I think. This one's kind of clunky. Plus, it's got a lot of moving.
It does 4 at a time.
It does 4 at a time, but is it any faster? I don't know. So we'll try it out. So, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm missing one. There it is. Still attached. All right. It's not any more cleaner either. So I don't know. I guess I'll be on the hunt for a nicer one. This one I'm not so sure about. I think Tiger said that he had a really cool cherry pitter. Should ask him what brand his is. You know, I can't even tell if that one even came out all the way. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we got 12 there. All right.
Can we move the big bowl?
Can we move a big bowl? Yes, we can move a big bowl. There we go. You're welcome. Anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Just trying to give people a decent view.
Decent view. Okay. You know, I'm not entirely certain I like this produce stand up there. Yeah, I can understand, you know, a couple bad ones, but all right. I don't even know what this is for. That's like extra parts? I don't know.
Probably for different sized cherries.
Oh, that could be it. Okay, so what we're looking for is a whole bunch of cherries. See, that one's bruised too. I don't want a bruised one in there. That's bruised.
Found an electric one.
I don't need an electric one. It's like the electric can opener that may or may not have gotten broken maliciously. Like, I'm a southpaw, so you see that one? All right, so 1, for crying out loud. Get out of there. Is it out of there? All right, I think it's out of there. I have no faith in this thing. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I got 8 in there. So I think this will probably be the last because these are small dishes. That's a little tiny cherry. So our neighbor has a cherry tree across the street from us. And I was leaving the house today and noticed that there were an awful lot of cherries on that thing. There's always awful lot of cherries on that thing. All right, ding. Okay, so now we come over here. We're gonna grab our little dishes. I have this horrible addiction to ramekins. I wouldn't say an addiction. I have, okay. I hoard ramekins. I've got these things in various different sizes, heights, and whatnot. So this is just plain butter, unsalted. We're going to take it and we're going to grab that and we're going to just rub it all over the dish. You do not want to use pan spray. Ding, ding, ding. That's our timer on the stove to let us know that the oven is preheated. Okay. Butter. You want to go pretty liberal with this. Get it in there. Just come on. So it's been a cold day today. Oh my god. Now my hands are all sticky. I just can't. Can't. Sorry, my OCD is driving me a little bit batty. Anyhow, so 66 degrees today, but it's kind of hard when, we had like 70s and low 80s and a mid 80 the last several days. All of a sudden we're down to 66 and it's supposed to be raining tomorrow. So that kind of sucks. I'm ready for the warmer weather. Of course, I say that now, and in a couple weeks I'll be like, "Oh my god, it's so hot. Can we move to another country where it's cooler?" Yeah, I think parts of Australia are starting to hit like winter fall weather right now. Okay, so there we go. Now what we could do is we could just take a little bit into our hands and just go in and fill in a little bit more. All right. Put that butter right there for right now. All right. Now we're going to put some cherries into this. We want to put as many as we can. We don't want to overcrowd it, but we want to make sure that it says, "Hello, I'm a cherry dish." So don't skimp on the cherries. I remember the first time I made this in a restaurant, and it was really good. But I also had other berries too. Besides that, I had gooseberries and raspberries. The executive chef was like, "Here, do something with this." Handed me a bunch of fruit from leftover from his brunch over the weekend, and because I didn't work Sundays. Make this stuff go away. Okay. He's like, "What the hell is that?" I said, "Clafoutis." It's Clafoutis. What the hell's Clafoutis? I'm like, "You're an executive chef and you don't know what a Clafoutis is?" "Well, I'm not a pastry chef." Okay, that's fair enough. So I was both pastry and culinary kitchen manager and the pastry chef at the time, and we baked them in these little miniature cast irons, and they browned up a little more than I wanted them to, but people liked them. But then again, people generally liked a lot of my desserts. Yeah, and enough reminiscing about that place. God, I hope I have enough cherries. Crap. Sure that got punched out. And then this one, I have no trust in this thing. And you are the reason why I've got trust issues, you mother hummer. All right. Kind of hard to pull stems. So, yeah, like you got to resubmit your vacation. It's like, why? There's nothing wrong with that. It made perfect sense to me. I have a question. Okay, is that chef in the back new? No, that's my have you ever heard me say during my stories that I had some really dumb line cooks in my day where I threatened them with crayons and hand puppets because they weren't understanding my direction? Well, that was my hand puppet. Yes, I really had a chef hand puppet and a box of crayons. Crayons are over on my dining room table right now. But yes, I had a few that were dumb as a post, didn't understand directions. One almost killed me accidentally um, by leaving something clear. I don't know if you know what a Lexan is, but it's a type of a container, and it's clear. And he left the lid on the floor in the walk-in, and I was carrying a hotel pan to the walk-in and didn't see it and went surfing across the floor and hit my head on one of the racks. And so anyway, that puppet was in my car for a while because I no longer work at that restaurant. And but that person also had not been employed for much longer after that. It was like, you're getting a write up, you mother, you know, effer. So yeah, I try to approach kitchen staff a little bit more calmly these days. I try not to yell, but man, that kid nearly frickin' killed me that day. Hit my head on the frickin' gorilla rack in the walk-in, and I ended up getting hit right on the plate in my head. And I was so afraid that I was going to have a skull fracture, or I might have knocked some screws loose, literal screws, of course. All right, so we're going to rob Peter to pay Paul. So I don't have enough. Okay. Take one from there. Okay, so there we have that. Now we're going to put these over here because we're going to water bath them just like you would a custard, because we want a gentle baking. All right. So next, put that bowl right there. Dang. Get this bowl back out. So we're going to start with 3 whole eggs. Dang. Let's see. How am I going to do this? I know. We'll use that as garbage bowl number 1. We'll use this one as garbage bowl number 2. So that's why I have a chef hand puppet. Let's go back and take a look and see who all else is in the chat. We've got Andy Marak and Tomahawk Mark, TRP. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? Oh, and by the way, how many lives do I have? I consider myself a little cat-like, so 9 lives, and I'm on my 8th life right now. So, yeah. So I better take it a little easier. Okay, so this is vanilla bean paste, and this is actually fair trade, and it's from New Zealand, and it's actually good. It's Hialala. Okay, so now we got that. We're gonna beat these up pretty good. Now you could, if you don't want to deal with all this nonsense, you can put it into a blender and whiz it up. But I would pulse it because instead of the whole, oh God, I'm making so much noise today. Instead of the whole milk, we're actually going to use 1 1/4 cups of heavy cream. Now, if you don't want to use heavy cream, if you want something a little on the lighter side, you can use half and half or whole milk instead. I like the heavier cream. Plus, I was at Costco. How much did I say? 1 1/4. Okay, so 1 1/4. I love my Pyrex. And I hate buying those little containers at the grocery store because what it costs to buy one of those little 1 pint containers, I could actually buy 2 of those 1 pint containers for that size. And I thought to myself, well, since I want pasta, we'll make an easy peasy, oh, little pinch of salt, easy peasy, Alfredo. God, I'm just danging the hell out of this pan. Okay, so that's a 3/4 cup. That's a 2/3 of a cup. Huh, half of a cup. I don't know where my 1 cup is. I lost it. Okay. So we got 2/3 of a cup of granulated sugar. Okay, so there's that. We're going to start mixing that up together. And then we're going to go for 1 cup of flour. And that's right, I don't know where my 1 cup went. Oh, okay, well, it can stay in the dishwasher because we've come too far, man. Too freaking far. So 1/2. Another half. Get out of there, Cindy. Okay, 1/2. Now 1/2. And now we're just gonna mix this together. Get out of there too.
Come on, Cindy Lou.
Come on, Cindy. I don't know what she's looking for.
World peace.
World peace. Okay. Yeah, 108 total lives if you include the drive time ones.
Yep.
Yeah, like the time I drove a Jeep off of a cliff in Moses Lake. Huh?
Oh, I don't have to do anything. Half of my results are cut off because I need to reboot the Black Magic software.
Oh. All right. So we'll just deal with that another time. Okay, so now we're going to bring this pan to us. And we're going to start just pouring this over the top of the cherries. Can't remember if this made 5 or 6. It's been a while. Also, another thing that you can do is if you want it to display really, really pretty, and I probably should have brought my mini mason jars. I've got a set of mini mason jars. They're in my car, though. Everything's in my car. Is it you can actually make this in mini mason jars. I think I only made 5 out of this one, so we'll see. That one's shorted. So you want it so that it's kind of poking out a little bit, but not really poking out. Clafoutis. messing with Derek. I don't know where Derek is. Is Derek in here?
Yep.
Yep. Poor thing. Always seems to get hit with these really fancy French words. I missed what? Yeah, I said I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember if it only made 5 or 6. So it looks like that one is, we'll just have to poke that down in there and just kind of stick those in there and call it a day. Well, it's been a while. It's been a long time. I think the last time I made this was when my daughter came over. There. All right. Get rid of these. Put that right there. Watch, I'm going to step in it and I'm going to dump it all over the floor. Okay, so yeah, that's right. There was only 5 in that recipe. Okay, so there we have it. And now 350 degrees preheated. We're going to take this over to the oven. Oh, but Civi, didn't you say something about a water bath? Yes. Always fill your pan after you've put it in the oven. And the reason why is because if you're spastic and accident prone like I am, you're going to be wearing the water and you're going to end up with water infiltrating your dessert. So always fill it, hang it off the edge of the thing. You want to go about halfway to 3/4 of the way, or not quite 3/4 of the way. Just gently, just shove it in there. And there's that. All right. That generally takes about, we're going to check it in about a half hour. Sorry, I'm having allergy problems. This weather that we're having, it's just been absolutely freaking crazy. All right, set that there. All right. So let's clean up my mess that I made over here. Here we go. All right. Turn this back burner on and hope and pray that it doesn't blow up. Okay, so there's that. So Costco always has some really outstanding deals. And when you're looking at something that you got to cook on a budget, these USDA organic Kirkland brand spinach and cheese raviolis are pretty damn good. They're actually pretty damn good. They're decent sized. I've got another question. Okay, so let's take a looky here. The reason why you fill the pan with water, especially when you're dealing with certain types of desserts like that, and creme brulees and custards and cheesecakes and anything that's cream based, is that the water will help to keep it from overcooking, and you won't have a burnt product. It allows the heat to be more gentle to it, and that's pretty much the only reason. Now, if you want it, oh, also bread pudding. I also do that for bread pudding as well because I don't want it to get crispy and charred on the edges. And then what I'll do is I'll lay parchment over the top of that and then wrap it in foil. I also do that with my custards whenever I'm baking custards. Any kind of custardy, dairy forward dessert you can bake with that technique. It's gentler and it also distributes the heat more evenly instead of hot spots, especially if you have hot spots. So that's the reason. And yes, so it doesn't scorch. Okay, so I'm done with the eggies. I've got it right there for right now. Don't let me forget those eggs. They'll end up on the floor in the middle of the night. Because Winston has a thing about doing that to me. Okay, so chef's knife. Now, stupid me, I forgot onions at the store. And I'm all out of shallots, so we're just gonna pretend that I've got onions. But I got garlic, so now if you don't like wiping your mushrooms off with a towel to get rid of the debris, you can always wash your mushrooms. But what I suggest doing is slicing them first and then washing them, and then rolling them up in a towel and just giving them a good little pat. But just wiping them off with a towel like I did earlier is perfectly fine. So now we're going to get our sauteuse pan, which is, I don't know if I'm going to have room in the oven for those carrots. I really wanted rainbow carrots. And yes, carrots come in all sorts of colors. So I'm not going to cook all of them. So we got orange. We've got the yellows. They never put enough freaking purple ones in here. There's always like 2 or 3. Kind of pisses me off, but there's really no difference in the taste. 4, 5, 6. So we got 3, 3, and 1. That's fine. That'll work. And these are really nice to use for vegetable dip platters. You just slice them in half. Just leave the tops on there. As long as the tops look nice and they're not slimy, brown, or anything like that, you can do that. So just slice them in half. In restaurants, what we would have to do is we would have to blanch them, and we have to blanch them separately, or else all the carrots turn kind of purplish, pinkish color. These aren't the only 3 colors of carrots, by the way. There's ones that are red, and they'll have like an orange ring in it. Like this one has a white ring in it. This carrots historically were this color, if you didn't know that. Okay, so we get our silpat in our pan. That should be enough carrots for the 2 of us for tonight. Oh, shit, no. I hate the fact that Costco uses the same frickin' bottle. I almost put balsamic on that. Although that wouldn't be bad, but you don't want to do that while they're cooking. So, drizzle with oil. Put them with some pepper. Hit it with some salt. What does that smell? Something's burning. Let's see here. There we go. A little tahine. I was finally able to find frickin' tahine at the same grocery store where I found the cheerwine and I'm looking for this. You would think that, the regular grocery store that I go to would actually have this, but looked everywhere, even in the cocktail mixers section, and to no avail. They did not. So, we're just gonna kind of, I don't want to get any more bowls dirty, so I'm doing it the lazy way. Don't judge me. Okay. Cut side down. There we go. That's nice. And I'm just gonna lay these on top because I forgot to pull my cast irons out of the bottom rack like a dipstick. All right, so our water is bubbling. Get get our pan over here. Got our mushrooms and our garlic. Too much garlic. Did I really say that? I think I said that out loud. Did I say that out loud? Is there such a thing as too much garlic? Hello, Sarah. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome. Thanks for coming. Too much garlic? What do you mean too much garlic? No, it's not too much garlic. I work in a jail. I want to be offensive when I go to work tomorrow. All right. So these are chicken and artichoke and spinach stuffed sausages. No, they're not Cooper River Farm sausage, Tiger. Oh my God. I was lucky enough to find frickin' Duke's mayo and cheerwine and evidently also tahine at the grocery store. What makes you think I'm going to find Cooper River Farms sausage here? I would love to, though. Stuff looks bomb diggity. Every time Derek cooks that stuff, it's like, oh my God, it looks so good. You can see the quality in it. So anyhow, speaking of bomb diggity, it is somebody's birthday weekend. Happy birthday to Andy.
Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, 'cause you're awesome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Andy.
Happy birthday, Andy. Hey, Mason. Well, I hope you get another shark too. I took my glasses off and I read that so wrong. I read that so wrong. It's like I read, I'm out fishing. I'm hoping I'll get a big hawk. I don't know where I got hawk from. Maybe I should put my glasses
Maybe a
back on.
seagull.
Maybe a seagull, but not a hawk. Anyhow, so ooh, that's got lots of goodie in it. I can see the artichoke and garlic. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to take this over to the stove. And we're going to go for it. I'm going to take, see here, I want that stick of butter. Stick of butter. Cut it into some knobs. Oh, I took that away. It's over there now. Okay, so I'm going to turn the stove on. I'm going to start this with some olive oil. Now, when it comes to Alfredo sauce, there's so many ways to do it. The proper way is just straight butter. But the American way is to put heavy cream, just so you know. And there's no, I mean, it makes the same thing. It's the same difference. Cream, butter, same difference. But now we're gonna get this warmed up. I have to go and get one of those metal chainmail scrubbies to scrub the bottom of this pan out. I scalded something. I don't remember what it was. I think it was the chicken that we cooked. That chicken cacciatore, which was absolutely delightful. Oh, stop it, Andy. Let's turn that on so we don't turn or cause the oh my goodness, no, you can't have that, puppy. No plastic for you. So forgot to get myself a beverage. Been having lots of problems with allergies lately. I've just been allergy medication. Been trying all sorts of different ones and got to the point where I made a big mistake and did the Allegra and the nasal spray, the Zyrtec stuff, same time. Ended up freaking just so, I don't know. It had me wired and very nervous like. I felt like I was either having a panic attack or a heart attack. So I'm not going to do that again. I had some pretty bad vertigo that day. The other day. All right, puppy. Oh, and I got to show her off later too because she's gotten so big. Her tail just keeps getting super, super, super fluffy. Anyhow. What's not your fault, Andy? Not your fault for what? And who hates? There's no hate here. We don't hate people here. Oh. See, I kind of walked away to go get myself something to drink. Plus, my chat filter keeps defaulting back to top messages for some stupid reason. Okay, there we go. The pan? Oh, the pan's not your fault. No, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I think I took my eyes away from it a little too long. These coil burners can sometimes. Yes, kindness and compassion. We've got to have kindness and compassion. There's no hatred here. All right. Let's feel our pan. Our pan's feeling kind of warm. So first we're going to start with the mushrooms because we want to get those cooked down a little bit. And again, save the garlic for later, for the last part to drop in there because we don't want to get that all burnt. So we add that till at the very end after we add the meat. So it's mushrooms first, then the meat, and then the garlic. And then, so Andy, what do you think? Port or Marsala? I'm out of sherry, I'm sorry. Or white wine, or cognac. What should we do? Oh, the chicken cacciatore is your specialty dish. I love chicken cacciatore. I haven't made it in so long. Yeah, I know we did that last week. We did that last week. Yeah. Oh, nod to the onesie women, the rainbow spatty, because it is Pride Month. To all of you that celebrate Pride, happy Pride Month. Marsala. These are just plain white mushrooms. I was at Costco. The only choices I had were these and the baby portobellos. And I thought that it would be too overpowering because these sausages are kind of on the delicate side. So we'll go with, okay, so Patty says Marsala. Andy says cognac. Maybe we'll hit it with Marsala and then finish it with cognac. How's that sound? That could be delicious. I do have, okay, so I've got two cognacs. I've got this 50-year-old bottle of cognac. You can use any kind of mushroom. So I got a 50-year-old bottle of cognac. I got the Hennessy. Which should we use? Which one would you guys like to see? Well, this is a different dish. The cherries are in the oven. So. The 50-year-old? Okay, so we're gonna go with the 50-year-old. Shit, the cork broke. You know, every time I go out, it seems like I buy a new corkscrew, and then I proceed to lose it immediately thereafter. Now, why is my drawer not closing? Oh my gosh! Stop it! It's always the potato masher. Oh, I broke the cork in the cognac bottle. Oh, flame the cognac over the cherries. Could do that. There we go. Crap. There's a piece of cork stuck in the bottle. A very old cognac. They don't even bottle it like that anymore. Alright, so now we got our mushrooms in there. Now we're going to start adding our sausages. Here comes Tim. We're just found one out on the front. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, he did find that one this morning. He's like, why is there a corkscrew out here? I'm like, so I can open my wine and drink wine on the front porch while I'm watching the sunset. Okay. Throw a knob of butter in there. Yeah, I did. Problem is, I got a piece of cork stuck in the bottle. You know, there's a funny story about this bottle of cognac. While remodeling my kitchen at my old house, I actually found it in the wall. Behind the shelving. And it was unopened, along with a very old bottle of Jack Daniels and a bottle of Canadian Mist. Canadian Mist ended up becoming a dessert, reserved for desserts. I'm not a Jack Daniels person. I don't like the heartburn it gives me. All right, so we got a Maillard reaction happening in the bottom of the pan. So I'm gonna hit it with just. Actually, no, we're gonna hit it with the Marsala first. Marsala first. This is a crappy Marsala. I'm sorry. When you live out in the middle of nowhere, you just get what you get. I think we'll save the cognac for the cherries, but we're gonna let it breathe. Gotta figure out how to get the rest of that cork out of there. It's jammed down in the neck. Okay. All right, so that's smelling delightful. Now we're going to add our garlic, and yes, I throw my garlic in whole clove. Less chance of it burning that way. Hit it with just a smidge more. Oh, and hey, Tiger, look what I got. Wrong angle. Yeah, I know, Andy. It's just I can tell. I can tell the difference. What? I know my butter's melting. It's okay. I'll just move it. There we go. Now I got more space. Move the butter over. All right, so now we got that going. Release a Kraken. Yes, Kraken 94. Found it at the Indian smoke shop on my way home from work the other day. So I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm going to be making my bread pudding very soon. Yeah, at least it's not burnt butter. Yeah, gee, I wonder where that came from. It's okay. I burnt the butter the other day too, so it happens. And like my intro says, this is not a polished cooking show where everything looks picture perfect. Poo-poo occurs, accidents happen, and sometimes things just don't go as planned. All right. All right, Rue. So should we hit it with a little bit of lemon? A little bit of lemon zest, Andy? What do you think? I did add salt and pepper. More butter? Okay. I'm going to finish this with some cream and reduce it down with cream, Andy. So, I don't know.
Just add another new T-shirt to the top.
Fancy cock. Good old fancy cock. Yes, it's looking nice. All right, let's just drizzle the rest of that in there. Waste not, want not, right? All right, so at some point we're going to have to start dropping these raviolis. And just let them sit in the water and get happy for a little bit. And a nice big size ravioli. So would you all like to see, huh? You think?
Well, maybe a couple more.
Couple more? You sure?
Yeah, otherwise you won't.
Have too much? Yeah. All right, so alrighty, so you can't forget these bad boys. Look at those beauties. All right. Cherry tomatoes on the vine. Check on our carrots. They're doing lovely, but we're going to plunk these down onto the silpat and get those a nice blister. Stick that up top. We got 4 minutes before we have to go and check on other stuff. Okay, so now we got stickage happening. And this is the perfect time to check our garlic and see where our garlic is. It's a little on the hard side. So we're just gonna hit it with a little bit more. The other thing I forgot was a little smidge of chicken stock. Forgot to pick up chicken stock. Check your account and make sure, because I know that one of mine was back ordered, but I think it was the tank top that got back ordered, and it took a couple weeks. Just check your email too. Check your spam folder, Andy. Oh, thank you, Andy. Thank you so much. All right, so gosh, that Marsala. I love Marsala. Marsala and sherry are two of my favorite wines to cook with. Okay, so now we're gonna actually reduce the temp down to a medium low, and we're gonna start hitting this with a little bit of the heavy cream. There we go. And we're gonna let that reduce. Get those flavors all blended together. We're going to wait for that to hit nappe, which means nicely coated. Keep forgetting to bring spoons over with me. I'm really loving these minimalist barefoot shoes. I'm really loving them, except for the squeaks that they make on the floor when I walk. Sometimes I'll drag my bad leg a little bit and end up squeaking all over the floor. Okay. All right. Okay. Timer is off, but I'm more than certain that we are going to need to put it back or leave it in for just a little while longer. Gotta find my stupid cake tester. I buy these things by the frickin' case because I'm notorious for leaving them lying about and forgetting where I left them. They're so small that I just, oh my God. Oh, there it is. Why is it in the drawer? I don't know. Oh my God. Okay. So, wrong mitten. All right, let's lift that up for just a sec. Let's put that right there. Rest that right there. Stay. Okay, so yeah, we had just a little. Oh, whoops. Yeah, we're a little too jiggly on that. A little too jiggly still. All right, let's put these back. Those tomatoes nice and blistered. All right, so Sunday. Oh yeah, Sunday. That's on. That's the old one.
Yeah.
Oh.
See it where it is.
Oh. So the Pearls Against Humanity party. I'm so sorry. I've been kind of distracted with a bunch of stuff that I'd forgotten to get everybody's pearls in the mail. I'm such a horrible person. So I'm so sorry. We will be getting those in the mail soon. We also have another pearl party coming up pretty soon. And keep in mind, for those that are new here that don't know what a pearl party is, we play Cards Against Humanity. And we're not affiliated with any of the multi-level marketing schemes that do the pearl parties online, and primarily on Facebook. We're not affiliated with any of those. We are not doing any kind of sales whatsoever. It's just for the freaking hell of it, man. It's taking taking that idea and turning it into a pretty sick and twisted little game, and it's fun. And you don't have to have Cards Against Humanity, although you can go to their website, cardsagainsthumanity.com. They do have a free downloadable first edition where you can download it for free if you want to play along with the cards. Um, or you just use your own creativity. Make up your own card. And it's kind of like Mad Libs. And, we read off a card and we give everybody like 60 seconds. And we know there's a 10-second lag. So we take that into consideration as well. And then we Timmy's the cards are. And he will pick the best response. And you don't have to play. Almost. Not quite there yet. Does need a little bit, just a titch more salt. God, that sausage just really carried through. I am going to hit it with some basil. I didn't want to kill my basil plant, my new basil plant that my neighbor gave me for May Day. So we're just going to use the paste. Use the leftover paste. This stuff is Gourmet Garden. It comes in a little tube. And the nice thing about it is that you just, once when you're done with it, just pop it in the freezer. And then you'll have some fresh herb. Oh, I forgot to turn the timer back on. It's been about, what, 22 minutes? Or got 22 minutes left? We'll go with 22. So the stuff's really good to use, especially if you're on a budget. You want that fresh herby flavor, but you can't really afford to buy a whole lot of herbs if you don't have your own herb garden, which, a lot of people don't. Some people, like me, kill plants. I did not get my dad's green thumb. Okay, so we're going to hit it with a little Parmesan. Now this is just some, this is actually a pretty decent product. It's from Costco, and it's Parmigiano Reggiano, aged over 24 months. It's actually a pretty decent product. I use it in the sauce, but when I finish my pastas, I like to use other stuff. So we're just going to sprinkle some of that in there as well. Give it a stirry stir. Now we're going to just turn it down to low. And let it do its thing. It smells so delicious. And as long as you reduce your cream, you don't have to add a roux to it to get it to thicken. You just let it just do its thing on the stove, a little at a time. Now, what do you think? Should we put some lemon zest in it? Just a little smidge of lemon zest? Or should we finish it with some lemon zest after it's been plated? What do you think? This is a chicken sausage, so it can take a little bit of acid. But we don't want to go too overboard. All right, look at that. That's just sexy. This is sexy. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. It's a lot of fun, Patty. I think you would have a lot of fun with it. You're silent on this one. Well, guess what? I am going to put just a little tiny hint. Just a little. Not a lot, just a little, just enough to, brighten it up a little bit. It just adds a whole other element. Now, if you really wanted to knock it out of the park, a little bit of blood orange zest. So that's as much as I put in there. That's like not even a quarter of a teaspoon, not even an eighth of a teaspoon, just a little bit, because you don't want to go too overboard, because you don't want that acid in your face, so to speak. But you want it to say, "Hi, how you doing? I'm a little bit of acid. Nice to meet you." Not, "Hey, I'm acid. F you up." No, no, we're not going to do that. So there we go. Now, you're welcome. Why are you thanking me, Andy? Because you wanted to see what I would do? Blood orange is even better, but right now is not a good time for blood orange. Blood orange is a little hard to get right now. It's out of season. So now, yes, I have all the cards. Plus, I just added some extra ones. Speaking of which, they're all over the damn place right now because I'm trying to reorganize all my cards. All right. So just dredge it a little bit in the sauce. Just a little light dredge. Just to keep them from drying out. We're going to spoon a little bit of this sauce over the top with some of the sausages. There we go.
We do this on the table.
Yeah, we could do this at the table. All right. Is that better?
That's better.
That's better. All right, Steven Spielberg. All right. So. Grab this one over here. Oh my goodness, I'm dripping all over the place. Okay, so there we go. All right, so let's grab another one. Do 5. All right, there's that. And where's my fancy plating spoon? Fancy plating spoon. All right, I guess my not so fancy plating spoon. So my saucing spoon. All right, so now we're going to take that, dot it on the top. Those are looking quite pretty in there. All right. Hey, I closed the drawer. The drawer closed for me. Okay, so some carrots. Just gonna go that way with it. All right, let's see if I can just keep from. Why are these not blistering? They're not fully blistered. That's okay. Shit. Okay. Go. Just like so. Pull that one off. Ow, 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 ow. Hot. Squeak. See, those are my new shoes. They squeak. All right. Stay. All right. Over there. Got another 15 minutes. All right, it's going to get loud for a second. Yeah, maybe not so loud. Oh, please, not the weeds. Please don't put weeds on it, Civvy. Oh, I left it over there.
Excuse me.
You okay?
Yeah.
Is that a soda?
No, I got it.
You died? Okay. Well, we can resurrect you, you know. All right. Huh? Did I what? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Patty. Sorry, I left my tablet over there. Winston's over here trying to figure out how can I get over there to get a bite. I caught him chewing on my toothbrush this morning. Just got that toothbrush. All right. This is pecorino. There we go. Our cherry tomatoes back there. And there we have it. It's going to be too much cheese. Throw that in there. Go with the kale. I know, Timmy. You don't like the micros. Or not the kale, the broccoli. Yeah, I hope he does. What? Huh?
You got another comment.
I got another comment. Yes, I will have a recipe for that. It's I usually what I do is I'll do a little mini video and I'll throw the video up with the grocery list. This time I'll try to make sure that I put the actual measurements as best as I can. Been doing this so long that it's just natural to me now. So anyway, huh? We're on the ring. Okay, there we have it. Some rainbow carrots dusted with some tahini. If you really wanted to knock it out of the park, use some Cajun blackened spice. Some lightly blistered cherry tomato, and then we have a chicken sausage, mushroom, and a spinach and cheese ravioli with an Alfredo sauce. And we're still waiting on our dessert. I had them wrote down. I used to, and I got sidetracked. I have an actual blog, but I haven't been updating it like I should. Been really busy with work. Although this new job does afford me the luxury of having 3 days off in a row, so that's always a nice thing. Okay, so we've got 10 minutes left on the oven. I'm going to open it up and take a gander at it, see how far out we are. And there we have it. Those are done. So now I gotta find the other mitten. I'm gonna move some things around. I swear, I think I need a bigger table. All right. Okay, here we go. Oh no! That one got waterlogged. All right, let's turn that off. So here we have that. Now, I think I can salvage it. Where's the paper towels? Are we out of paper towels? No, I think I took those outside.
Huh?
I took those outside and I think I used them all to blow my nose.
Put a roll over there.
Been having problems with allergies, so. All right. Scoot that over. Let's not melt my glasses. One got a little bit waterlogged. Okay. Probably gonna need two. Didn't I used to have those little cute little silicone finger puppets that you pluck like small things out of hot liquid at one point? Because I was complaining whenever I was doing mini cheesecakes. And I bake my mini cheesecakes um in mason jars around the holidays. And that way they can be gifted. They're giftable that way. It's pretty cool. Let's see. I'm gonna have to figure this out and think this through. What is that? And there we have a cherry clafoutis. Okay, so let's see. Cook time on the cherries. What?
Yeah.
Oh, my cherries? These cherries, the clafoutis. The clafoutis takes about, depending on how thick you're making it, it could take anywhere from about 40 minutes to an hour at 350. And you want to properly calibrate your oven or check your oven with an infrared thermometer just to make sure, because not all ovens are perfectly calibrated, at least home ones aren't. And also it depends on if you have a convection or a conventional. If you have a convection, you actually want to go down 25 degrees. So lower it to 325. Okay, so, all right, let's see if I can keep myself from burning my hair off. All right, Andy, I've got the torch. I've got the 50-year-old cognac. I've got my hair, almost bundled up. Now, should we hit it with some granulated sugar and brulee the top? And then hit it with cognac. See if I can get this out.
Don't put a whole bunch in there.
Whole bunch of what? Cognac?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that. It's just a light bit. Seattle woman sets her house on fire. Footage at 11 on Channel 10 News, or Channel 11, or Q13, just after Jerry Seinfeld. Okay. Regular plate. see. Hopefully it came out all in one piece. No, it's not coming out in one piece. All right. Like I said, this is not a polished cooking show. No, it's not going to do it. It's going to say, F you, Civvy. It's not happening. You didn't butter me enough. It's okay. I wanted to show you the sides. Oh, well. So did we decide if we wanted to sprinkle some sugar on there and brulee it? You can chill them now, or you can let them what heat? Take a zip tie. What? Zip tie to what? I don't understand. I'm kind of lost. See, fire extinguisher and zip tie. Sugar. Yes, sugar. Yes on sugar. Okay. We'll brulee the top. I like them a little on the warm side, but that's just me. So, and I don't like sprinkling powdered sugar. I don't like powdered sugar. I don't like the texture of it in my mouth. All right. All right. I just don't like the texture of it in my mouth. Okay, so actually we're gonna brulee it first, and then we're gonna hit it. We want that to caramelize. We don't want it to dribble all over the place. Now, you don't get to see the cherries much when you brulee it, but it's always nice. I like it a little on the burnt side. So now I'm just gonna hit it with just a little smidge with cognac. Ooh, that's sizzling. Sizzle! Hashtag sizzle. Oh wait, there's some cork in my. Take cork out. Okay, there we go. Nope, it burned off. Come on. Okay, so now if you had a little bit of creme fraiche or whipped cream, heavy whipped cream, you could put some whipping cream on there. I would recommend creme fraiche or cultured whipped cream. And so that's what this looks like. So we're gonna just transfer this over to this plate. Ow, son of a, ow, frick, ow. Hey boss, I'm not gonna be able to come into work today. I got second-degree burns on my fingers. Well, how'd you do that? Did you do it at work? No. Okay, I'll see you at 8:30 in the morning. F you, man. F you. Okay. So let's come over here.
Okay, bring mine.
And so now we got that crackle. And I'm going to cut into this one and I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. I'm not going to stick it in my mouth because it's hot. It's very hot. So it's kind of like oh yeah, now the timer goes out. So it's like custard.
You're out of the regular.
Am I? No, I'm sorry. So yeah, there we have it. Ow. It's really good. So yeah, there we have it. My goodness. I'm sorry. Dessert first. Quit eating. But really good.
I don't care. Say good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. I'm kidding. Anyway, so Munchie Mafia, it is that time. So we've got our dinner, and we've got cherry clafoutis that's been bruleed with a little bit of flame and 50-year-old Courvoisier. So there we have it. Next week, I think we're going to do bread pudding. I think that'll be nice. So remember always to cook with love and eat with passion. Love you all, and thanks for coming. Have a good night.